So, hi Amal, I'm very happy to see you again, and I'm glad you decided to continue with therapy. As I mentioned last time, in today's session, we will focus on the mini interview. Um, this is an interview in which I'm going to ask a lot of questions about yourself. This is so I can get to know you better and figure out how to help you. Most questions are yes or no, but feel free to detail if you ever want to. If you don't understand the word or question, please ask me and I will explain it. Or if you're not sure how to answer a question, don't guess, just let me know if you're not sure. Some of the questions will seem weird, but try to answer them anyway. It is important that you answer everything honestly in order for me to be able to help you. And besides that, we could start unless you have any other questions.
Okay, I'm good.
No questions. Okay. I'm also gonna take a couple notes here and there, so maybe if I take a break to type, you know what I'm doing. But if you do feel uncomfortable, you can always let me know, and we can make the environment better.
Okay, great.
Okay, so let's start. At any time in your life, did you feel sad or depressed, felt down or empty or hopeless?
No.
Okay. For the past 2 weeks, did you feel any sadness or hopelessness?
I guess I was a little worried, but I wouldn't say sadness or worry.
Okay.
Or hopeless.
Okay. At any time in your life, were you bored a lot, much less interested in things that you would usually like your hobbies or doing stuff that you liked?
No.
Okay. For the past 2 weeks, did you feel much less interested in what you were doing?
I wasn't.
Okay. Great. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling better in this sense. Okay. Do you have anyone in your family who had manic depressive illnesses or bipolar disorder, or a family member who had mood swings treated with a medication like lithium, sodium, or any other medication in this?
No.
No one.
No one.
Okay. Has there ever been a time where you were so happy that you felt up or high or hyper and full of energy?
No.
Okay. Has there ever been a time where you were so grouchy or annoyed for several days that you yelled or started fights with people outside your family?
No, this didn't happen.
Are you currently feeling grouchy or annoyed most of the time?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been really frightened or nervous for no reason? Or have you ever been really frightened or nervous in a situation where most kids would not feel that way?
I did.
Yes. Okay. And this is when you were telling me about maybe presenting something or being seen by a lot of people, right?
It happened to me in school a lot, so both for when I had to do presentations, but also just recreational times, eating lunch, for example,
Okay.
or just after class. Yeah.
this happen more than one time?
Yes, it happened throughout my high school years, and it keeps happening now.
Okay.
So, yeah, definitely.
Definitely more times. Okay. Did you feel nervous, or did your nerves increase quickly over the first few minutes of you being in this situation?
Yes.
Okay. Has this ever happened when you didn't expect it?
I was expecting it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no, it didn't happen when you
No.
were not expecting. Okay. Think about the time where you were the most frightened or nervous for no good reason, no apparent good reason. Did your heart beat fast or loud?
Excuse me.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Did you sweat? Did your hands sweat?
Yes.
Okay. Did you feel your body shaking?
Yes, mostly my hands.
Okay. Did you have trouble breathing, or did you feel like you were running out of air?
Yeah, I did feel that way.
Yes. Did you feel like you were choking, or did you feel like you couldn't swallow?
No, that was not something.
Did you have pain or pressure in your chest?
I did feel some pressure in my chest, yes.
Do you have did you feel like throwing up, or an upset stomach, or even diarrhea?
I felt like nauseous, so I would say so.
So felt like throwing up.
Yeah.
Did you feel dizzy?
No, I didn't.
Did you feel hot or cold?
Yeah, I felt like some sudden like colds in my body. That, yeah.
Did parts of your body go numb or tingle?
No, didn't experience that.
Did things around you feel strange, or like they weren't real? Did you feel or see things as if they were far away? Did you feel outside or cut from your own body?
Well, I did feel kind of not in my body in that moment, yeah.
Okay, so not in your body.
I was really thinking a lot, so yes.
Were you afraid that you were losing control of yourself? That you maybe were going crazy?
Yeah, felt like I was not in control.
But did it feel like you were dying?
No, I wouldn't say it was that extreme. I felt really worried, but no.
Okay. In the past month, did you have these problems more than one time?
Yes.
Okay. The past month, did you worry that this would happen again?
Yes, it happened every day when going to school.
Okay. Did you worry that something bad would happen because of the attack? This feeling, sensations you were describing me.
I thought I knew what was gonna happen, so maybe I would say no to that. I was just very worried in the situation and beforehand, yeah.
Well, did anything change because of this?
What do you mean?
Here, I mean, maybe going out or not wanting to leave your house, or I don't know, seeing a doctor or anything else that would reassure you.
I did see my friends way less because I would spend more time preparing for like the presentations.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say less social interaction. Definitely yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for telling me all of this. Do you feel anxious, scared, or uneasy in places or situations where you might become really frightened? For example, being in a crowd or in closed spaces, standing in line, for example, queuing, when you are all alone, or when you're crossing a bridge, or when you're in an open space or traveling in a bus, train, car, or the subway?
I would say yes, because I feel uneasy when in crowds.
Okay, uneasy in crowds. Can you tell me maybe an example when this happened?
Like 2 weeks ago, I went to a concert, and I regretted the decision of going once I was there, because I felt really like anxious because of the people that were around, because some of them I knew. Like I was there with one friend, but the rest was a group of people that I knew but I was not close to, so
Yeah.
it felt quite uncomfortable in that situation.
Yeah, I can understand how that might make you feel. Do this situation always make you anxious or scared?
Yes, apart from, let's say, if I'm going just grocery shopping, then it's okay.
You're
I
fine.
don't feel the pressure.
Are you so afraid of these things that you try to stay away from them? Or you can only do them if someone's with you?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you much more scared than other people your age in these situations?
Yes, I would say so.
Mm-hmm. Have you been scared of and avoiding these situations in the last 6 months?
Yes.
Did the symptoms cause significant problems when you were in school, maybe now at university, or you mentioned you were also working, maybe with your friends?
Yes, mostly in school, but I also experience this at my work sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. In the past month, were you afraid or embarrassed when others your age were watching you?
Yes.
From what you were also telling me last time. Do these social situations almost always make you anxious or scared?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't really remember a time in which you weren't anxious or nervous?
I wasn't, like, when I was really young, so like I remember starting feeling this way when I was, let's say, 13, 14. So before that I wasn't, but maybe I just wasn't aware of it.
Okay,
But that
so
I can remember, I wasn't.
yeah, very young age. Are you so afraid of these things happening to you? For example, feeling like you are watched, that you try to stay away from them, or you can only do them if someone is with you?
I also experience this when someone is with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you much more scared of these situations than people your age?
Yeah, definitely.
Have you been scared and avoiding the situations for the last 6 months?
I've been scared about it. I haven't been avoiding it to an extreme level.
Okay.
I've been going to school, but I've been avoiding, let's say, not avoiding, I've been seeing friends less because I've been feeling
So there is some
not great.
level of avoidance. Okay. Did these social fears cause you significant problems in your work, school, or maybe at home?
Mainly worrying and anxiety. Though I've been doing okay with grades and just accomplishing all my tasks. So mainly, yeah, I've been worried about it, like constantly.
Okay. Just 1 second. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Did in the past month have you been really afraid of something like snakes or bugs, animals, or
No.
something specific? No. Okay. In the past month, have you been bothered by bad things that come in your mind that you couldn't get rid of, like thoughts, urges, any nasty pictures, hurting someone, the thought of it,
No.
germs?
No.
In the past month, did you do something over and over without being able to stop doing it, like washing your hands over and over again?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Great. Good. Now, has anything really awful ever happened to you? Like being in a flood, tornado, earthquake, car accident? I remember last time you mentioned something about drinking sometimes as a coping mechanism. I'm gonna ask a couple of questions about this right now. In the past month, have you had 3 or more drinks of alcohol in a day?
In one single day, you mean?
Yeah.
I have it happened a couple of times, yes.
Okay. During the times when you drank alcohol, did you end up drinking more than you planned?
I have to admit that it happened, that I would think of having one drink after a long and hard day, and then I ended up drinking like a few more, yeah.
More than you planned. Okay. Did you repeatedly want to reduce your alcohol use? I think maybe you mentioned something about this. Or did you try to cut down or stop alcohol use? And if so, were you able to?
I didn't try because it helped me at times feeling less anxious, so I sometimes drink.
On days when you drank, did you spend more than 3 hours doing it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Did you crave or have a strong desire or urge of alcohol use?
Yeah.
Did you spend less time doing things you weren't supposed to do, for example, working or studying for university, or doing stuff around the house because you were drinking?
When I drank, like one afternoon, during the afternoons, then I don't manage to prepare for the next school day, so yes, it happens.
Okay. I understand. Did you keep on drinking even if it caused you problems with people around you?
Yeah, I didn't stop.
Were you drunk more than once while doing something risky, for example, driving a car, a bike, or using any heavy
No.
machinery?
No.
Did you drinking problem cause problems with health or your mind?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Did you reduce or give up important work, social, or other activities because you were drinking?
Yeah. I spent more time on that than planned.
Did you need to drink a lot more alcohol to get the same feeling you got when you first started drinking? Did the same amount of alcohol have less effect over time?
If I think about it, when I first started, then I would have like 2 drinks maximum, and now sometimes I have 5.
And you feel about the same as in the beginning?
Yes, I feel. Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah.
Okay, when you cut down or drink or not had any alcohol, did you feel any of these following symptoms? Increased sweating or increased heart rate?
Yeah.
Tremors or the shakes?
Yeah.
Trouble sleeping?
Yes.
Nausea or vomiting?
It only happened once that I was feeling nauseous.
Because you were not drinking? Or do you think it had another?
It was when I was after drinking.
After drinking. Hearing or seeing things that other people could not see or hear?
No.
Agitation, anxiety, or seizures?
I'm gonna say no, because I have that when I don't drink. When I drink, it helps soothe those things.
Okay. Did you drink alcohol to reduce or avoid these withdrawal symptoms, to avoid being hungover?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Did you ever drink in order to avoid these withdrawal symptoms or to avoid being hungover the next?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm also gonna ask you about non-alcoholic substances. I'm going to read a list of street drugs or medicines. Stop me if in the past year you have taken any of this more than one time in order to get high, to feel better, or to change your mood.
Okay.
Stimulants?
No.
Cocaine?
No.
Opiates? Hallucinogenics?
No.
Dissociative drugs? Inhalants? Cannabis like marijuana?
I did smoke weed.
Okay.
A few times.
Okay.
In the past month.
What's the most? So you would say that weed is the most used one. Did any of them cause you any problems?
When I smoked, I couldn't. The following day, it was harder to focus in school for me.
Okay. So it gave you some problems. Okay. When you're thinking about your use of cannabis over the past year, could you tell me if during these times when you used cannabis, did you end up using more than you planned?
I did increase the dose.
Okay.
The last times I smoked, yeah.
But did you feel like you smoked more than you wanted to, or did you that was the plan? It was intended all along.
Um, I didn't plan it, but once I started, then I smoked more than
Okay.
the previous times. Yeah.
Did you repeatedly want to reduce or control the use?
I yes wanted to.
On the days when you did smoke, did you spend more than 3 hours doing so?
I think 3 hours maximum.
Did you crave or have a strong desire or urge to smoke again?
Sometimes I do. Yeah, it's not a strong urge, but it's stronger when I drink. With the smoking, not it's I can control it. Yeah.
Did you spend less time doing things you were supposed to do in order to smoke? Or because you were smoking?
Yeah, as I said, with school, a bit less time focused on schoolwork.
Did you keep using it even if it caused you problems in your family or with other people? When you were using weed, more than once while doing something, have you ever did something risky, such as riding a bike or driving a car or boat or using heavy machinery?
Every time I smoked, I was in my garden, so no risky behaviors. That no.
Did your use cause you problems with your health or mind?
I am gonna say no from what I experienced because I would say less focus for being able to study, but overall that's it. It's like less focused.
I understand. Did you reduce or give up important work, social, or other activities because of this use?
I spend less time with friends and classmates.
Did you need to use a lot more to get the same feeling as the first time you were smoking?
A bit more, yes.
When you cut down on heavy or prolonged use of this drug, did you have any of the following withdrawal symptoms? Increased sweating or increased heart rate?
Yeah.
Hand tremors or the shakes?
Yes.
Trouble sleeping?
No.
No. Nausea or vomiting?
No.
Hearing or seeing things?
No.
Anxiety?
Yeah.
Agitation?
Yes.
And seizures?
No.
Irritability? Anger or aggression?
I was definitely more irritable.
Okay. Trouble sleeping, you said no. Appetite or weight loss?
No.
Restlessness?
Yeah.
Feelings of depression?
I've been feeling a bit more low. Yeah.
Significant discomfort from one of the following: stomach pain, tremors, shakes, sweating, hot flashes, chills, and headaches.
Any of these, so it could be even just one.
One of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you use more cannabis in order to reduce or avoid these withdrawal symptoms?
As I said, I did increase a bit the dose.
Okay, thank you so much for opening up. I know that usually these topics might be a bit more uncomfortable. Did in the past month, did you have movements of your body called tics? Tics are sudden, quickly movements of some part of your body that you cannot control. Have you ever had a tic that made you say something or make a sound over and over again?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Then we will go to the next part. Has anyone, teacher, babysitter, friend, or parent have ever complained about your behavior or performance?
No.
Okay. Okay. Good. Now I'm going to ask you some questions about unusual experiences that some people may have. I just want to check. Have you ever believed that people were secretly watching you?
No.
Have you ever believed that someone was reading your mind or that someone could hear all your thoughts?
No.
Have you ever believed that someone or something put thoughts in your mind that were not your own?
No.
Have you ever believed that you were being sent special messages through the TV, radio, internet, newspapers, or magazines, or through your games or toys?
No.
Have your family or friends ever thought that any of your beliefs were very strange or weird?
No.
Okay. Have you ever heard things other people couldn't hear? Like voices, maybe?
No.
No. Have you ever had visions or have you ever seen things that people couldn't see?
No.
Okay. 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 Could you tell me how tall you are?
I'm 1 meter 75.
5. And if you feel comfortable, could you tell me what your weight is?
It's 65 kilos.
Okay. And what was the lowest weight in the past 3 months?
In the past 3 months, it was, from what I remember, 63.
Okay. Have you ever lost more than 2.5 kilograms in the last 3 months?
No.
Have you failed to gain any weight in the last 3 months?
No.
Has anyone thought that you lost too much weight in the last 3 months?
No, that didn't happen to me.
Okay, great. In the past 3 months, did you have eating binges? And eating binge, with that I refer to when you eat a very large amount of food within 2 hours.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so you always felt in control of your eating.
Yes, my eating is okay. Not struggling with anything related to that.
Okay. For the past 6 months, have you worried or been nervous about anything? For example, school, health, something bad happening, or have you been more worried than people around you?
Excuse me. Yes, especially in the school setting, I have.
Do you worry most days?
Most days, yes, definitely.
Do you find it hard to stop worrying?
Yeah. Yes. It's a constant presence, so I do. If I could stop it, it would be great, but I don't know how to. Yeah.
I understand. When you are worried, do you most of the time feel like you can sit still?
Yeah, it helps me move around.
Do you feel tense in your muscles?
I do. I do feel tense.
Do you feel tired, weak, or exhausted easily?
Yeah.
Have you had a hard time paying attention to what you're doing, or does your mind go blank?
It happens sometimes when I'm in those situations that my mind kind of stops and I don't know. I forget of what I was doing and lose my focus.
Do you feel grouchy or annoyed?
Not really. I feel annoyed. Yeah.
Have you had trouble sleeping or keeping constant sleep during the night?
I've been mainly having a regular sleeping schedule. Just at times I stay up later and it's harder to fall asleep. But that happens not often.
No. Okay. Are you stressed about something and is it making you upset or make your behavior worse?
Again, I'm a bit stressed about my drinking. Yeah.
And could you tell me maybe when this started, this stressor?
With the drinking, it started when I started a few months after starting university.
So that would be about 4 months ago.
It was I'm now in my second year, so
Oh, you're in your.
so it started like around a year ago.
Did your upset behavior problem start soon after the stress began?
I started feeling that way like a couple of months after I started drinking, not from the beginning.
So not from the beginning. Okay. In general, after everything that we've been talking about, were you taking any drugs or medicines, or were you coming off of any of medication?
No.
Have you had any medical illnesses?
No, I haven't.
Okay. And here we are with the in the last part. Since the age of 4, have you had difficulty making friends, if you remember?
No.
Has anyone commented that your face lacked expression or that you appeared to have difficulty communicating non-verbally?
No.
Are you fixated on routines and rituals?
No.
Have you or anyone else noticed that you engage in repetitive movements or repetitive speech that help you calm down or feel better?
No.
Do you react less or do you overreact to touch, sound, or visual, smell, taste, temperature, or pain sensation in general? No. Do you do other kids, I'm sorry, think you're weird, strange, or even awkward?
No. Well, I am a bit withdrawn, so in that
Okay.
sense, yes.
Do you play mostly alone rather than with other children?
Um, I would say half and half.
Okay. Well, thank you for opening up with everything that we talked today. I'm very happy that I got to know you a bit better, and I hopefully all of this information will give me a clue. I am going to review the interview that we just did today and come up with a diagnosis and a specific plan for our future in order to help you and make the situation better. Do you have any questions for me, or would you like any more information?
When will be the next time you contact me? Just wondering.
Yeah, I am going to call you ahead of time, probably in the next couple of days,
Okay.
in order to schedule your next appointment.
Sounds great.
Okay,
That's-
thank you very much. I
Thank
hope you
you.
have a great day.